Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing registration of Thai marriages. And I thought of making this video after reading a recent comment on a prior video. Quote, as a legal nerd myself, please keep making these videos. And this comment came up on a video where we were comparing the US and Thai immigration systems and how Thailand does not have a counterpart, if you will, to U.S. immigration's fiancé visa, the K-1 fiancé visa. And that is often a topic that will come up in the context of looking to get married here in Thailand, because a lot of people, and by the way, if you're unmarried and watching this video, and you're an American and you may be looking to get visa benefits for your prospective spouse to the United States, it's a very good idea to contact a legal professional first, because the facts of your case may have a tremendous bearing on whether or not it is more optimal for you and your loved one to get married here in Thailand or to utilize a K-1 fiancé visa and get married in the United States. That's worth pointing out as a preface to this video. But this comment I'm reading, just to provide some context, was brought up on a video where I was comparing the fact that U.S. immigration has a fiancé visa and Thai immigration does not. Again, quoting directly, as a legal nerd myself, please keep making these videos. I appreciate them and find the content very interesting. Does Thailand even need a fiancé visa, at least for Americans? Question mark. Yeah, in answer to that, I can see why they don't have it. I mean, the only reason I was making the video is because, one, I got to make videos and content's got to be made. So, okay. But do they need it? You know, arguably not. I can see the argument against that. Quoting further, we can get a visa exemption stamp for 30 days on arrival, no application, and extend that for another 30 days for about 50 USD. Yeah, fair enough. And as noted in prior videos, you can utilize a border run, get another 30 days, and extend again for a total of 120 days. So if anything, Thailand's immigration system through the exemption process allows for even longer than the 90 days on a K-1 fiancé visa would allow. So in essence, Thailand already provides for this. I see your point. Quoting further, that's only 60 days, but for practical purposes, would it not serve the same purpose of allowing couples enough time to get married? So again, time to get married, I think this person is talking about time to get married in Thailand. Which brings us to the question of this video, which is, in the past, getting married in Thailand was maybe a multi-day exercise to register. Today, that's not so much the case. Most notably because in the past, I'm going to do this from the context of Americans marrying, but it's similar analysis for Australians, Canadians, British nationals, many people from the EU. The analysis is going to be somewhat similar, but bear in mind I am talking specifically from an American standpoint. So in the past, one, bear in mind, American Citizen Services did not operate exclusively on an appointment system where there were a set number of appointments. In the past, they did things first come, first served. And that had its ups and downs. I remember sitting in ACS over the years and thinking, my goodness, the folks that work in ACS, the folks, the State Department people, you couldn't pay me enough to do that job. It seemed pretty darn difficult. Now, leaving that aside, but note, it was first come, first served. So you could go down to the embassy usually during their opening hours, usually like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, or actually it was usually like 8 to 3. In any event, they don't do that anymore. Everything has to be done on an appointment schedule, and getting an appointment can be a delayed process, meaning it may take you some time to get an appointment. So that alone may take a few weeks. On the other side of things, there used to be a much more, shall we say, streamlined process associated with all the documentation in Thailand leading up to the actual registration itself. Because the documentation the foreigner has to get then has to be processed through the Thai system in order to ultimately have the marriage registered. This takes a lot more time than it used to. I'm here to tell you. There was a time when it could take a couple of days. Then I used to tell people, oh, expect a week. Now it could take some serious time. And for this reason, again, if you're an American looking at this from the context of U.S. immigration, probably a good idea to contact a legal professional, especially one who has a great deal of insight and experience dealing with the marriage registration system here in Thailand and who has a background in U.S. immigration in order to get and gain the most insight you can into whether or not it's the best idea to register your marriage here in the Kingdom of Thailand. Now that said, what is the overall processing time? Right now, I can't really tell you. At the end of the day, it's going to be dictated a great deal by your nationality and the bureaucracy associated with your own embassy here in Thailand. And then on top of that, again, prevailing circumstances dictate that it could take a great deal of time, and where you get married can have an impact too. So here in Bangkok might take longer. Down in Pattaya might take less time. Over in some other cities or out in the provinces might be more, it might take longer, it might take less time. Again, it's going to be circumstantially dependent. I know I sound like a broken record, but that really at the end of the day is the answer. And again, I can't stress this enough. Those Americans who are looking to marry a foreign or a Thai fiance here in Thailand, especially those looking at the possibility of American visa benefits, even down the road, it's a very good idea to contact a legal professional first, as you don't want to make decisions that could have long-term implications, oftentimes possibly to your detriment, based on ignorance.